With the sugar beet harvest behind us, Mom called to say that she was diagnosed with lung cancer and would begin daily treatments every day for 6 weeks. With Reno, Nevada in our sights, we begin our journey west.
Those areas would technically make this a stage 4 disease. We're going to talk about chemoradiation therapy. I still think it's an option that's on the table. This is what we will call oligometastatic disease, meaning it's spread beyond the primary site, so it's metastatic.
So the chances are, if you respond to everything we do and we treat it more like a stage 3 as a stage 4, we do have long-term survival.
So the hard part starts next week. So on Monday the 13th, she starts chemo and radiation. So I'm still learning all of what's happening, and there's a lot to take in. Right now she's in great spirits. She's spunky and ornery and stubborn as ever.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even know she's sick. What I'm really nervous about is when it gets hard.
Yeah, well, we're going to be here for however long it takes and do what we need to do. Today we are in Reno, Nevada, and there's Rudolph playing in the snow. He wants me to play ball with him, but it is snowing a little bit right here, so it's looking pretty nice. It's December. The reason that we're here is Carrie's mom needs some treatment for cancer. So it is a pretty tough time for us and for her, but we're here to help out and support any way that we can. And Carrie's mom's from California, but this Reno, Nevada is the closest place that she can get the treatment. And her brother lives here, so we have a place to stay. It's fairly close to the hospital, and it makes things a little bit easier. I'm staying back during the days when they're at the hospital just to watch the house and take care of the dogs and do what I can around the house. But I want to go inside here, take a look at it, and show you Benji. Benji's an awesome dog. Gets along excellent with Rudolph. Rudolph's usually really protective over his food and balls and things like that, but not with Benji. Let's see if they'll come barking to guard the door. Oh, and there's Benji. And there's Rudolph. Hi guys. Yeah, good job protecting the door. Yeah, you guys hungry at all? Rudolph? No? You just want to go play? All right. Good boy. Nice and warm in here. Oh, time to play. All right, we're gonna take him outside in the snow. Throw the ball a little bit for Rudolph. He's ready. Benji doesn't quite like the snow as much as Rudolph does, so his little paws get cold, so he gets to spend more time inside. And then I'll just go back to the yard and we'll play ball with Rudolph. All right, there you go. Warm those paws up. Rudolph's paws never get cold. He never gets tired of playing ball. And there it is. Are you ready? That last snowstorm's just on its way out now. And there's supposed to be forecasted more snow on the way for Thursday. We'll see how that goes. Let's see it, Rudolph. Good boy. Good boy.
So Mom, growing up here, and all the years you lived here, how many years is that?
You were 4 years old when we moved here.
Well, I'm only 25.
You're right. You're right.
Over 40 years.
Thanks, Dave. How much snow, how many feet of snow is the most you've ever seen here?
5 feet.
5 feet of snow.
Over
Wow.
the fence posts.
Is that in one storm or?
In one storm in 92. I said if it ever does that again here, I'm moving.
This is the very, very small town that Mom lives in Northern California. And it's absolutely beautiful. We have showed you this area in a couple of videos and it is just gorgeous. Mom has lived in this area for 40 years. This is what she calls home. But a lot of these tiny towns are dying. There's no jobs here. There's nothing bringing new people here. This town that she lives in, all it has is a post office, a general store, a volunteer fire department. If you need anything else, you have to drive 30 miles into another pretty small town of 3,000 people. But one of the biggest problems is now that, you know, she needs doctor's appointments, is the nearest doctor's hundreds of miles away. Her choice for this procedure was San Francisco, UC Davis, or Reno. Reno's 2.5, 3 hours away, and it's probably the closest. But Mom wanted to come back, check on the house, check on her cat. It did her good. She's super relaxed. She's got to stay in her own space. And we were able to get here. The roads weren't too bad. So I think our timing was right. And I think it's a boost she needed after her first week of treatment. So I'm happy we came. Now we're packing up and we're getting ready to head back to Reno for the second week of treatment. She's a champ. She's doing it. She's hanging in there.
How are things going with treatment?
So far I'm not having any real problems.
The radiation is really the main part of this treatment. So it's a combination of the two, but the radiation is going to be the part that really starts to take its toll a bit.
Thank you.
As the days go by, each day gets harder. Some days are good, and some days are bad. Slowly, the chemo and radiation takes its toll. Out of respect to Mom, we leave this deeply personal and extremely difficult battle private. After all, this is her story to tell, not ours. My aunt flew in from Washington State, and so we got to get away for the weekend.
Yes.
And it was a much needed break, when you say.
Yeah, we needed just some quiet time, and we also got a chance to visit some other van lifer friends that are joining us here today. So it's just a really relaxing getaway, and then we're gonna head back to Reno. Carrie's mom's got 2 more days of treatment.
2 more days left.
And then the treatment's pretty much done. I think
Yeah.
she has to do a visit every month for the next year.
Yeah, so Mom has done really well with her treatments. She's had very mild symptoms. She has lost quite a bit of her hair. She has had some nausea. She's got one pretty good radiation burn on her neck. But
Overall, she's been handling it like a champ.
she's been handling the treatments like a champ.
Yeah, the treatments.
She has not been handling being away from home.
Yeah, she's ready to go back home. So I think on Wednesday we'll be taking her back to her house in California, northeastern California, and I'm sure she's gonna we're gonna set her up, make sure she's fine, but I think she's gonna want some time by herself because that's the kind of person that she is.
Yeah, so Mom has lived in this area of California for 40 years, and I can't ever recall a time that she's been away from it for 7 weeks.
Yeah.
Let alone her house. She's never really left her house for more than 2 days. So 7 weeks has totally thrown her out of her comfort zone. Understandably, she misses her cats, she misses her plants and her routine, and she's had a very hard time with that.
Yep.
I think.
I think it'd be good for her to get back home.
Yeah, so after these last 2 treatments, she pretty much gets a month break, and then they will do a CT scan to see if the treatments has helped. They're not giving her much information on whether her cancer is shrinking or staying the same, and that has also been very upsetting for her. So after that, she'll come back to Reno once a month for a year for immunotherapy. So we've been here, we've helped her through it. It's been an interesting journey for all of us involved.
Yep.
Big learning experience for me, growing experience.
Yeah,
And
it's been tough, I think.
it has been tough, yes.
So after that, we're gonna visit my brother in California.
Yes.
And then I think we're gonna head south for the rest of the winter, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've got a few plans hopefully in the future. One of them is upgrading our battery bank. So Dave has been studying like crazy for that, and so we're hoping to get that done. And we're gonna stay kind of close to the West Coast just in case something happens with Mom. But for right now, I think everybody's ready to go home and resume a little bit of routine.
Yep.
And I think she's well enough that she can be by herself, don't you?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's been handling it well. She's maintained her weight. She's been cooking for herself. So I think we feel comfortable that she can take care of herself at home.
Yep.
What do you think, Rudel? I want to thank everyone who has reached out to me with your personal stories. It has really helped me not feel alone. And some of you have had some tragic losses, and I'm sorry for that. And just the encouragement that I've gotten from your stories and your experiences has really helped me through the experience. So I want to thank you for that. I didn't know that cancer was so out there.
Yeah, because a lot of people just don't tell their stories, and then
Yeah.
we had a chance to finally to hear them.
Yeah, and I watched Eamon and Beck this morning, and Beck has breast cancer, and another van lifer's mom has cancer, and so it's really touching home right now. So we want to thank you. We can't thank you guys enough for supporting us on this journey and allowing us to be stationary and just keep supporting us. It really means a lot to us. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And so we're about ready to hit the road again.
Yeah, we're gonna go home and get Mom and do these last 2 treatments and get everybody situated, and we will see you on the road.
Then let me take one with my,
Dave said to cut eye holes out.
let me take one with me peeking out of it now. With my fingers holding it up.